Okay, there's been lots of, Hurricane Irma coverage over the past several days, and CNN, of course, one of those networks that's been running it around the clock. And so there's CNN reporter Sarah Snyder. She's one of those reporters in the thick of it all, battling the rain and high winds. And so to give viewers a grasp of just how strong the winds are blowing, she referred to herself as chunky to show how powerful those winds are. Here, listen to her report.
The lights are flying around. We're seeing the tops of trash. And this wind, I am not a small woman, as you know, Dawn. I'm a chunky girl, and it is blowing me around when the gusts come really, really hard. So this is nothing to play around with. Everyone has been told that over and over and over again, that you really have to respect this wind. The reason why we are out here is because...
By the way, she referred to Don Lemon there.
Yes, because...
As if he knows.
Right, like, Don,
I'm
chunky, right?
Which put him in a very uncomfortable
situation.
What do you say to that? Oh, yeah, you're a chunky girl.
He had the right response, and that has since gone viral, too. We want you to listen to that.
All right, here it is.
Also, on the East Coast, while the storm
that's not Don. I'm pretty sure that... You know what Don did? This is the right. Okay, so Don does.
So he...
Oh, wait a minute. Now we do. Okay, here's Don. No, that's not Don.
Oh,
that's
what a
Sergio
disaster. So he responded, he was like, honey, no, you are beautiful the way you are, and there's nothing wrong with some curves. And that is right. I mean, if that's the way she wants to refer to herself, fine, but, I'd hate to see a woman do that.
She was a legitimate hurricane anchor.
Yes. Yeah.
That's, I'm using her words now, not mine. Again, who cares?
Exactly.
Why would you, the only thing I want to say is why bring Don into it?
Right. Don's like, I don't want to comment on this. But he did a good job, and, the things you say when you're live on TV, which is a good segue for this.
Yeah, well, because here's a kid, 29 years old, Sergio Dip, made a name for himself during the live sideline reporting on Monday Night Football. It was Sergio's big debut. He was called to the sidelines to report the game between the Broncos and the Chargers. Well, he wasn't that smooth. It went viral. Let's play a little bit of this for you. Here you go. Sergio Dip, take it away, buddy.
Coach, it's a pleasure to be with you guys here on the field from up close, just watching Coach Vance Joseph from here. You watch him now on the screen. This diversity in his background is helping him a lot tonight. Quarterback at Colorado, defensive back in the NFL, and here he is, having the time of his life.
Having the time of his life. I love him. It just makes me giggle every time I hear it. I mean, what happened? He started talking like a robot.
I've had worse moments than Sergio had there. But here's the thing. I don't understand how I've never been given the opportunity of Monday Night Football to go melt down like that for my debut.
Well, and sometimes like if you have your IFB in, your earpiece, and someone says something, you start to like have weird speech patterns trying to listen to what they're saying and what you're trying to say at the same time. I don't know. I just love it. I love that, having the time of his life.
Yeah, and I think, he could have had some fun with this and said, I was nervous, whatever, but what he ended up doing was posting this video on his Twitter page Tuesday, apologizing for his sideline reporting during Monday's game. And listen to this.
It's been a couple of hours now trying to digest what just happened to a 29-year-old Mexican guy like me. It's 9/11. I'm in Denver, Colorado, and this is the NFL. A Monday Night Football game between the Broncos and the Chargers. The biggest stage possible.
Wow, he's really...
Now he's invoking 9/11.
No, maybe he just shouldn't be on TV.
Maybe, Sergio, I don't know. What are the executives at ESPN thinking is what I want to know.
Yeah.
Because you just made everything more awkward. Just laugh at yourself, buddy.
Right.
Just move on.
It's
Life's
hilarious.
not this serious.
Yeah.
It's okay if you screw up on TV. I do it every day.
Yeah.
It's all right.
Truly. Yeah. Look at him.
No.
Oh, Sergio. All right, moving on. Okay. This story annoys me. I don't even want to talk about it. Apple has unveiled the new iPhone. You probably heard about it. iPhone X or iPhone 10, among the features. It kills the home button. And it's got that really large screen where it's edge to edge.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just don't care anymore. Like, I just don't think it's okay. It is water and dust resistant, so it says. So that part might be cool.
Face ID, which can be fooled by a photograph, I believe.
Right, yeah. That seems to have all kinds of issues. People talking about girls who wear a lot of makeup, like once they take their makeup off, will their phone still recognize
Too
them?
much war paint. That's the thing it says. Yeah.
That part is cool, though. So you can make the emojis talk. You can become the emoji, so lots of talking poop emojis coming your way. You can pre-order it starting October 27th. It's going to ship on November 3rd, and it's going to cost you about $1,000.
Right, $999, which is the price point on that thing, and I'm sure there's going to be people to buy it.
Of course there are, but why?
The home thing, not having the home button is like when everything is screwing up on the phone and it's locked up, at least I have that.
Yeah, you have some
I can
control.
go there. Now what do I do if I can't? I mean, I guess maybe there's another button on the side to turn it off, but my home button is my sanctuary. It's my refuge.
Right, you can reset at least. I know. I know people that Apple has their devotees, and that's great for them, but more and more it's just like they're coming up with ways to make the phone more expensive, and none of it's a necessity. Like, I don't need any of that stuff. So this just isn't my thing. They already got rid of the iPhone jack, the headphone jack last time, which really irritated me.
Yeah,
I know. They're not consulting me.
I'll still end up buying one, though. Hey, here's an unusual story. Here's an unusual story about adoption. You usually don't hear about an adult being adopted. Well, Lindsay Collins is an exception because Lindsay was 9 when her mother started dating Mark High. Now, she was even in their wedding, and Lindsay says she's always been close to Mark, and she wanted to make this past Father's Day special. Instead of a tie or socks, Lindsay wraps up adoption papers. The whole thing is captured on camera with the emotional video. It's gone viral. Lindsay says Mark has always treated her like a daughter.
Oh.
There he goes. He's breaking down.
Oh, that's so sweet.
Yeah.
That is a touching moment, and it's cool to see him react that way because clearly it means a lot to her, but now we can see it means something to him too.
I had the same reaction watching Sergio dip in Monday Night Football.
I got the same reaction watching his apology video.
And that is touching. I like that.
It is. Here's another touching one for you. A single mom getting a little bit of help from her professor. We've seen this a time or two.
I like this story.
Yeah, this is down in my home state of Texas. Texas A&M student Ashton Robinson says she was going to have to miss class because she didn't have a babysitter. Well, apparently that reason just was not enough to get you out of class. After emailing her professor, he said, bring the boy, her little boy, Emmett, to class with her. And you can see in this video the professor is seen holding the baby during his lecture. This video has since gone viral, and Ashton posted on Facebook how proud she is to be an Aggie and how people like her professor make life just a little bit easier. That's fantastic.
It's very accommodating for him, and I like that. Let's just hope he doesn't get one of the Duggars in his class.
Oh, gosh. He will have his hands full.
What would he do?
Well, he'd have a lot of babies. They could run a daycare, maybe.
Well, it wasn't good enough to see George Clooney in person. This lady got a handful of the Kentucky native's chin. Tiff's Net, whatever that is, tweeted this picture out while George was greeting fans over the weekend at the Toronto International Film Festival. One fan got real close and personal. Apparently, the woman told George, "You're not eating enough. You're getting skinny, George."
Listen, I can't blame her. You got to get a handful of that face when you get any opportunity, right? George Clooney.
You like the George Clooney?
Who doesn't like George Clooney?
Some people.
Well, okay.
I like him.
Good.
You know what I really like? Nick Clooney.
Okay. Old school throwback.
I like the old school.
Dad.
Yeah.
All right. Australian bride ditches traditional bouquet of flowers for
donuts.
Donuts. That's right. The pastries came from a company called Dessert Boxes. This is awesome. The company ran a contest to find a bride who would carry their donuts instead of flowers. Kirk, the woman here, told BBC she kept the donut bouquets a secret from her bridesmaids until the day of the wedding. She says she wanted to do something fun that would make her wedding stand out. Clearly that has worked. It's gone viral all over the internet. I love it. I mean, why not? Flowers are so dang expensive, and they're going to die anyway, so might as well get a tasty snack out of the
donuts
deal.
aren't going to last forever
Well,
either.
at least you can eat them.
I don't know. I like some traditions.
Right.
That's a little gimmicky, isn't it?
Right. Well, I'm not saying it's for me. You know, I think,
You're not going to do that?
given the opportunity.
You should carry a bouquet of eclairs.
Oh, that is sweet.
Yeah.
I had those for my birthdays growing up quite often.
So Prince George, I'm sick of these kids.
I knew you were going to gripe about this.
Already a fashion icon.
Yes, he is.
The shoes he wore on his first day of school are almost sold out. It's a dark loafer-style moccasin from the UK. The style's called school moccasins. They're about $52.
I'm so glad you read this. You know, this is just... It's what you deserve for not embracing the preciousness that is Prince George. I tweeted out the day of his first day of school that he was crushing first day of school fashion.
Was he?
And clearly I'm not wrong.
Yeah, he needs to get his finger out of his nose.
He is a child.
Act like a royal, will you?
Ugh. Whatever, I love it.
Well,
I'd wear them if I could.
I don't apologize for being an American. You know what? I like American kids.
Ooh.
That's what I like.
Ooh, you shouldn't have...
What's wrong with saying I like him? You know what I mean. She's always at work. All right,
Sorry.
That's our hot topics, by the way.
Ooh, we have a good giveaway today. This is what I am talking about. Dairy Queen wants to treat you to $25 worth of free food and ice cream. Be the 18th caller right now for a $25 gift card. The number 859-280-1818. We'll announce that winner in just a few minutes.
All right. And if you're picking up your summer attire and looking forward to fall outfits, well...
Yes, we've got some good news because you can get some free merchandise, too. We've got all the details next as we race into fall fashion.